We've had your back, and now it's time to hear your voice.
More flexibility, more options, and more immediate help for all families.
We want to put the burden on those that are at the very, very top so we can invest in the solutions that people need.
We have to protect our values. We have to promote our language.
Our country is suffering. It needs leadership.
We believe in freedom, so we believe in freedom of choice.
If you have a choice,
Empower families.
Protecting the environment.
Pick a voice.
Compelling vision.
Well, it's been a whole day since the election. I stayed up all night watching the results, and we have another liberal minority. And I was kind of thinking that we might have a conservative minority just by looking at the polls, public opinion. I thought I was leaning in that direction, but no, we have a liberal minority. And in fact, if you compare the results from the last election, 2019, to today, and wow, look at that. It's like almost no difference at all. Wow. And there's some races that's a little too close to call, like Central Newfoundland. As I record this, there's a difference between a couple hundred votes between the Liberal and the Conservative seat there. So the special ballots are still being counted, still too close to the call. So I really don't want to say it's a guaranteed, the Conservatives won it, so I'm going to wait on that one. But still doesn't matter. It's not going to change the outcome that we have a liberal minority. And way to go, Trudeau. You brought the whole country into a pandemic election, spent over $600 million just to say, hey, you still want me to have the job? And the Canadian map pretty much looks the same as it did last time. So I can't help but wonder if our time was wasted. It's just, And right now, O'Toole, he is disappointed. Apparently, he's been dodging questions of whether if he's going to remain the Conservative leader or not, because after the 2019 election, Andrew Scheer, he stepped down, and there was a election in the Conservatives for their new leader. So if the same thing will happen here, I don't know, because now if you take a look at the PPC, I pretty much ranted about them in my last video. Now they did not get a seat, thank goodness, but they did gain in popularity, and I can't help but wonder if it's because of O'Toole. He basically took a moderate stance, like a centrist stance, trying to include everybody. So I guess everyone who has far-right views felt like, okay, the current Conservative Party doesn't really represent me anymore, so I'm going to vote for the PPC.
I want to show you some seats in Ontario where they may have saved the Liberals or in the process of saving the Liberals. So we're going to start here in the Kitchener-Cambridge region. Just look at this in Cambridge. The numbers are updating, but right now Brian May is 400 ahead of Connie Cody for the Conservatives. Look at that People Party of Canada number. That is an enormous number when you think about what it potentially took away from the Conservative there. It's a similar thing in one of the neighboring ridings here in Kitchener South Hespeler. Again, you have the Liberal in first place narrowly, with a significant chunk going to the fourth party, People's Party of Canada.
But so looks like my prediction came true in 2019. I did say that, okay, we have a minority. Usually that means an election of a year or two. So I don't know. I mean, as long as people get vaccinated, hopefully the pandemic will be over in the next year or so, hopefully. But I can't help but wonder if, once again, if we're going to have another election in 2 years, maybe 3. Anyway, that's how I see it. Little disappointed by results, but that's all we can do. Anyway, it's been an interesting past few weeks, so what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And this is Chibi Neko, signing out.